Wait for it.
Wait, when you start, you're so built.
Your big boost?
I'd rather be big boost than be Calvin.
I bet. That is actually pretty true.
We're gonna go like this. The wheels are like, oh, the wheels are like this right now. I'm gonna make it like this. But instead of having really bad scrub radius, like your little wheel spacers, we're extending the control arms and do wider track with. Oh god, so many tater tots.
So many tater tots. Welcome to another daily vlog. My name is Matt, and today we are going to be extending my lower control arms for more camber and all sorts of cool things Mike just explained, but you probably didn't understand them, so it don't matter. We're gonna get started on that right now. We already have the wheel off. We have everything ready to go. We're gonna start taking shit off, and then yeah. And we have Corona, so it's gonna be lit. It's a good day.
Taking off tie rod end, and then the control arm bolts on to the ball joint, which is right here on the knuckle, and then one bolt where it bolts to the subframe. And then it has two bolts for the tension rod right here. So two, then one here, and then that one there. It's gonna drop out, we're gonna cut it, extend it, more camber, no more wheel spacer.
Yes, yes. What are we doing, Mike?
We're about to remove tie rod ends, but because they have a taper, they're really hard to get it to pop out without messing up the threads, and we're too lazy to go get the proper tool to do it. So I'll show you the easy way. Oh. Broke loose a little bit easier. I thought it would. All right. You normally get a press that pushes down on top of the stud and clips on right here. We don't have that, so we're gonna hammer it out, but if you just hammer right here, you're gonna mess up the threads and you won't be able to use it again. So what I do is I thread the castle nut back on upside down, just to protect the threads, and you just don't wanna hammer on that side with the slots on for the pins. So put it right above the stud so it's not actually gonna hit the stud when you hit it with a hammer, and then you just smack that. Pops right out, saw it drop down, take the castle nut back off, and it's out.
You might be asking yourself, why are you not doing this yourself, Matt? And I say because Mike has done this, Cunning Fab has done this for a bunch of cars.
When you run a lot of steering angle, the reason a lot of drift cars will have zero camber in the rear and then a ton up front is actually functional. When you run a lot of angle, you have what's called caster, and as you get to full lock, your wheel positives out a lot. And you actually end up having positive camber up front, which is terrible for drifting and can cause understeer, which is like the scariest thing in a car.
Yes, it is. Perfect moment, but
I
like
tend to oversteer quite a bit. So.
Ooh.
So when you run a lot of, it's called static camber up front, which when the car is just pointed forward, you have a lot of camber. And then with a lot of steering angle, like my car is about 60, 65 degrees of lock. So your caster makes the camber positive out, and when you do that with a lot of steering angle, it positives out a lot. Like mine probably positives out close to 10 degrees. You run a lot of static camber, and then with the extended control arms, that gives you that camber that you need. And then when you're at full lock, you have a flat wheel that has about zero. If you do it properly, you have zero camber completely at full lock, and so you get the most amount of traction while completely sideways. So that's what I normally do it for, but we're doing it for stance.
Stance things. Yay.
That Japanese rust on it.
Japanese rust.
Worse than regular rust. It's too big.
Something funny there, Owen?
Pretty funny.
What's funny, buddy? Nope. PG-13? Okay. We'll go with that. Second breaker bar try.
Nope, that's not gonna fit either. If you had more steering angle, it'd be easier.
Not a drift car, man.
Needs to build a drift car.
I don't know about this one.
Alright guys, so we're keeping it stock.
Alright, you know what?
Nice technique. Squat.
Oh, fucking shit. Yo, it's not moving, bro.
See, this is what happens when you skip leg day, people.
I skipped all the days. I skipped leg day, arm day.
But not Corona day.
Not Corona day. We never skip Corona day. Corona, sponsor us, please. You know how hype that would be?
We'd be alcoholics.
At this time, I'm gonna go the aggressive route, and I'm just gonna kick it.
Did that just work?
You damn right it did. You damn right it did.
All right, so maybe he doesn't skip leg day.
Maybe not. I skip leg day, but not kick day. There's a difference. You just, for a whole day, you just walk around kicking.
Matt, what appendage do you use to kick?
What the fuck is an appendage?
That was my question. It was my question. No idea.
I don't know because I
Actually,
was like, appendage?
that's why we never get anything done.
Nope. This is exactly why we don't get anything
Start using medical terms we don't even know.
Hey man, your uvula's out. I ain't got
The
one.
little punching bag thing in the back of your throat.
No, I ain't got one of those no more. Mine got offended.
Oh shit. You got a lot of room for activities in there.
Everybody gonna think we gay. Your beard looks magnificent in that view, bro. I'm not even playing.
You're not helping the whole gay thing. Alright, pube head.
My pubes are gone, bro.
Oh god, I almost passed out. I didn't breathe for like 10 seconds and I was like, oh damn, everything's going white. That's bad. Owen!
Huh?
Never mind.
Sweating my fucking dick off. Fucking cool out here.
Oh, so no pubes or dick? Both of them gone?
What's it?
So basically what happened was we could not get it off with a sledgehammer. We had to go to my house and go get the pickle fork. I took the old 240 drift car over there and went back to my house and grabbed the pickle fork and we used a sledgehammer, and I wasn't recording because it was being too much of a bitch and I didn't want to bore you guys, but we ended up getting it off. The next bolt is what? The bolt holding the lower control arm on.
All that's left is the one bolt where the control arm mounts is suffering.
What you got in the hand there?
Stock piece of crap. To widen the car properly without increasing your scrub radius, which is where your wheel actually makes like an arch instead of pivoting, we're getting rid of the wheel spacer and then extending the control arm itself. So I'll be pushing the whole hub assembly out, reduces scrub radius, which always just makes it feel better, perform better. And that doesn't really matter because it's gonna be too low to do anything anyways. All we're doing is moving this, so chop it straight across here, make some new U-channel. That'll extend it, what are we doing, 40 millimeters?
40 millimeters.
So 50 is 2 inches, so it'll be just under 2 inches. Extending right here, 40 millimeters, will still keep everything straight. It'll just push the hub out more. So we're gonna extend it just to make me feel better. We're gonna box it in. Not that I don't trust my welds, I just rather over-engineer than under-engineer.
There's smoke coming off. Oh, wow. Wow. I just said there's smoke coming off. You should be careful. I mean, I haven't seen you weld in a while, okay? I just saw smoke and I was like, that's not okay. I just want to show an issue that a lot of low cars have. It's this little pinch weld right here. That shit will cut your tire like nobody's business. So what I've done on the other side was I went through and flattened that all the way around. My ball joint's a little messed up. We don't need ball joints. Do we need ball joints, Mike?
You don't need ball joints, a hard part, that's for when your car moves. So we don't need it.
We don't need ball joints. Stance car. So overall, everything has been extended 40 millimeters, or what is it, 1.1?
Roughly an inch and a half.
Roughly an inch and a half. That should give, I don't know the numbers. I just want more camber.
But we do know that. We do know it's gonna do stuff.
It's gonna do stuff.
So those are done. And so now, because the bottom of the control arm is longer, we now have to go with longer tie rods. So what I did was a 2003 to 2008 Maxima tie rod actually ends up being 1.3 inches longer than the stock Q45 tie rod.
Shut the wax.
I think we calculated out to be about 1.8 inches of thread that we have to play with, which is more than the actual extension, which we are keeping the stock outer. The Maxima outer will thread right into it. So we're gonna go ahead and throw those on the car, throw the control arms on the car, and pull out some toe plates and get it aligned before we actually take it to a real alignment shop and get a little fancy with it. His wheels, I'm gonna go from this to hopefully this. Excuse my dirty ass fingernails. Been working on this for like 8 hours now. All right, so steering wheel is straight. Both hubs are relatively straight. So I think the tie rods are gonna work out. It looks like with how little adjustment it needs to be zero toe, we should be fine.
Go down. That can actually really work. With what I want to do, that's gonna work perfect. That's exactly what we wanted.
And that shit's bent.
Yo, that thing is bent. Yo.
And it matches your rears perfectly.
That's.
What is it?
It's bent. Oh, my nose. That is out there.
Yes. That's about as good as we're gonna get with toe plates. We're at like 76 and 7/8, 76 and about 7/8.
I don't even know if you can see that.
Probably can't even see it, but it's 76 and 7/8.
You can't see it, but you're gonna have to trust us on that one.
It's within, I'd say, a 32nd, or at least with how accurate this will be, within 32nd of an inch. So that's not really gonna do much in the 2 days he's gonna be driving it before the actual alignment. So we'll be fine.
Slammed in enough. Here we come. Slammed enough. Here we come. And please check out lotusgang.com for t-shirts, stickers like this one. And this one.
Ooh.
Thank you for watching, and that is it. Fuck out my face.
Oh,
God.
in your
Oh,
face
God.
more.
Yeah. Brassy girls everywhere. Titty ass hands in the air. Somebody over here. Shaking for the man of the